挽回発火の咎め。
Yo. What is up,
What's
y'all?
good,
It's your
y'all?
boy, bl00d5h0ck, with your co-host.
House of L.
Yeah. Welcome back to the podcast. Sheesh. I feel like it's been a minute, huh?
Yeah,
What,
out
2-3
here
weeks?
grinding.
That's how it is, man. That's how it be, man. Um, how are things with you, bro?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Can't complain. I mean, I can complain, but
Yeah, we can always complain, man. Humans be like that.
yes, sir.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, you're alive and well, right?
Yep. Got a
Yes,
roof,
sir.
got a fan, got water. I'm good.
Man's like, yeah, I'm living. Yeah.
Barely.
Oh, yeah. I hear you on that, man. I feel like everything is hella expensive now, man. Like, it's like, bro, I put gas in the car, and that's my paycheck, bro. Like, come on.
Facts.
Ugh, it's nuts. Um, but hey, speaking of, like, roof over your head type thing, type beat. Um, yo, I gotta talk to you about some craziness that's going on right now with my girlfriend's roommate. Um, so long story short, she is not, like, they're not friends anymore, and she is definitely not gonna be a roommate for much longer. She's moving out the end of this month. They had a big fight, big blow up a couple weeks ago. It was a whole thing. But yeah, listen. I'm not gonna talk too much, like go into too much details about the specific circumstances, but they
Bubble
had a
tea.
disagreement. Hey, yo, listen. But yeah, they had a falling out. They had a disagreement. It is what it is. It happens. It sucks, but that's how it be. But listen to me. There is a difference between a disagreement and what has transpired since the beginning of this whole thing. So, just for some backstory, without too much detail, essentially what happened was, Grilly moved into my girlfriend's apartment as a tenant, and there was an agreement that they signed together, and everything was good to go. Fast forward like 2 weeks later, stuff hits the fan, and there's a big fight that happens between them. I guess some of the arrangements that were part of the deal, part of the agreement, the tenant didn't like. She didn't like it, and she expressed concerns. The problem is how she went about doing it. Okay, there's no issues with concerns. You can have concerns. That's important, right? You don't want to be stepped over, right? However, the way she did it was extremely unprofessional, very disrespectful, and quite frankly, sorry, unwarranted. So, if you have a disagreement, House of L, usually, provided that you're a fully sane and mature person, you talk about things first. You say, here are my concerns. Can we come to some agreement? And then there are people that are not mature. And they yell and kick and scream and threaten and this and that or whatever, and complain about this, complain about that. This girl went and knocked on people's doors in the building to get some random information or whatever. That she's talking to her personal friends and this and that or whatever, and trying to use all this to attack my girlfriend. And I'm like, yo, listen. If you had an issue with, I'm not gonna specifically talk about it, but she had an issue with the amount of rent. Okay, this was agreed upon prior to the signing of the agreement. Okay, then it was set in stone by the signatures. If you had issues with the pricing, why didn't you do your research before signing the papers? You gotta wait till
Facts.
2 weeks later to or actually it was closer to a month now, actually. About a month later, you are now having issues with this and throwing a fit and going and trying to dig up things from other people in the building, bothering people and the other tenants in the building with your bull crap. For what? Because you don't like how much you're paying now? You've been seeing the bill. And like what bothers me too is like it's not even like we're charging her, or my girlfriend is charging her like 3 or 4 times the amount that my girlfriend pays. No. But the point is, you're a tenant first and friends second. That is always the case. Always. You being a friend with the tenant, it just happens to be a thing. But it's always on the back burner. You're always a tenant first. And I don't think this girl understood that. She expected my girl to bend over backwards for her and meet her halfway, this and that or whatever, and accommodate to her. Listen, the contract was signed and you agreed upon the terms before this point. So anyways, so that happened, and while she was complaining about that, she started going off like crazy on my girl. And now I wasn't there. I was at work or whatever. And she had messaged me. My girlfriend messaged me. She was like, "Hey, like, I'm just like, so and so's moving out. We got into it, and like we're done. I'm not friends with her anymore. I blocked her and everything because she's a psycho." And I was like, "Hey, yo, what you mean? Like what? Like what happened?" And then she explained to me, and she showed me screenshots, bro. House of F. I'd show you the screenshots, bro. Girl's wild.
Yeah.
Girl's wild. Um, and
Wild child.
hey, listen, bro. Yo, when I tell you, man, I've seen more sane people in the insane asylum. It's not a joke. Girl is unhinged. So, anyways, my girl explains to me everything, whatever, shows me the screenshots. I'm like, yo, stay away from her. She is bad news. I don't know what's going on in that head of hers, but she got screwed loose. So then now, fast forward to some of the other stuff. So earlier this week on like Monday, she left a note on the kitchen counter, okay, saying, "Hey, like I know this is a bunch of dishes and stuff. I was just super busy. I didn't have a chance to clean them up. I'm gonna work on them tonight or tomorrow morning before I go to work." Now at this point, both of the girls have blocked each other. All right. That like girl also initially blocked me on some stuff, but she still had my number. But we didn't talk like that to begin with, so I didn't really care. But that's the current status, is they've blocked each other and everything. And the only way to communicate really is just through like notes, right? So yeah, so she leaves that note about the dishes, and my girl, being the mature woman that she is, actually leaves a little note on top, like as a reply, saying "no worries," and then smiley face emoji. Right? She's being as respectful as she can, even though this girl has already attacked her once. Right? So she's showing her maturity and rising above and saying, okay, So she leaves that on the note as a reply. Cool. 1 day goes by, 2 days go by, 3, 4, 5. Now it's Friday, and the dishes are still sitting in the same spot. Okay? I understand you might be busy. I understand. She also has a lot of people over, and I understand she also eats more than my girl, so she makes more dishes, right? That makes sense. That tracks. But when you've got the same dishes in the sink that you've had there for a whole week,
bro,
and worst of all, you made a note saying you would clean it up and you didn't, and we have proof of it because we took pictures of what the dishes were from prior and what they are now, and they're still the same. I don't know. Your case is made. So it then got to a point where I was like, nah, I'm done. So I told Girly, because she was there. I was at the house that day today because I was doing some stuff or whatever. And I told Girly, I was like, look, I'm gonna talk to this girl. I told my girlfriend, that I'm gonna talk to the other girl. I said, hey, we need to have a conversation with her because this is nuts. Anytime I come over, and to cook something, I can't because there's no dishes available and the sink is full. So what am I supposed to do with that? What are we supposed to do with that? My girl can't cook for herself and I can't cook for her because this other girl being a freaking booty bot and not cleaning up her dishes like she said she would. So I said, yo, enough
Is
is
it
enough.
her dishes or your guys' dishes?
She uses ours like it's joint dishes, and she also has some of her own. But
So
it
you
was
should have
both of
put
those.
in, since told her to get her own dishes.
Well, that's
Problem
exactly it.
solved, right?
Well, no, but that's not the problem. The problem is the dishes are dirty and in the sink for a week. So yeah, that solves the no dishes for us to use problem, but it doesn't solve the mess problem. Bro, if you walk into a kitchen and there's dishes everywhere in the sink, on the counter, on the stove, are you gonna want to make food? Hell no. You have no space to put anything, and it's gross. It's gonna turn your stomach. You're not gonna have an appetite anymore. So like, yeah, that would accomplish one problem, right? Her getting her own dishes. But the main issue is not even that. Because if she had just cleaned up in a normal amount of time like any other freaking normal human being on the planet, it wouldn't even matter if she used our dishes because then they would be clean and back and ready for anybody to use.
Facts.
Right? The problem is this girl's a slob. She's an absolute bum. And I'm only using that term because of something that I'm about to talk about in a second. So, yeah. So I said, okay, babe, I gotta talk to this girl because enough is enough. And the thing is, at this point, my girl is scared to even talk to her because this girl's so unhinged that she thinks she's gonna start hitting my girl. So I was like, okay, let me do it. So I knock on her door. It's like 12. I know she works at like 2, so she'll be up soon anyways. She's had a full night's sleep, so at least it's not like I knocked on the door at like 8 a.m. All right, I gave her the time to sleep. Okay. I knock on the door. She goes, hey, what's up? I said, hey, can we talk for like 2 minutes? And she's like, okay, what's up? I'm like, look, forget about my girlfriend for a second. This is just a conversation, and I use that specific word. I didn't say argument. I didn't say issue. I didn't say none of that to escalate it. I said, I just want to have a conversation, a calm, collected, comprehensive conversation between you and I about something. And she's like, okay, about what? And I can't make this up. I look over to the left and I point at the dishes and I go, dishes. And then as I'm explaining what I'm explaining, saying, is there any way you can do these dishes or start to get cracking on them? As I'm doing that, she loses it. Like, full on, just blows up like a bomb, bro. Can't make it up. I wish I was recording. Because it's the craziest sight I've ever seen. This girl did a full switch up, full 180. I didn't even know who I was talking to, my guy. Crazy. Okay?
Sounds like you're bipolar, bro.
That's exactly what I'm saying right now. That girl is bipolar. I didn't recognize who I was talking to. So she pulls up on me and she's like, how dare you talk to me about dishes? You don't even live here. And da 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 and blah, 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 freaking blah, blah, blah. And I clean the dishes and stuff like that. I'm like, whoa.
Bitchware.
Literally bitchware, first of all, okay? Because if you did, do you think I'd be knocking at your goddamn door? No, I wouldn't be. Okay, so don't play with me right now. But I let her start ranting, and I just held my distance, kept my distance. And she goes to the kitchen. She's like, yeah, like these dishes. I came home the other night, and I started cleaning them, and they're da-da-da-da-da. And it's not even the same dishes that are in here from that time. I'm like, look, you say what you want to say. We got pictures to prove what exact dishes are in there. So don't even play this game. You're going to lose. All right, I'll just pull up a picture and show you. Okay? So you can yell and scream and kick it all you want. But you're wrong, first of all, about this. Okay? And then she didn't like that. And then she's like da 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 da, and you don't even pay rent here. You should be paying rent, and da da da, and you're like living here for free, and you're always here, and da da da, and da da da. And I'm like, do you hear what you're saying? Do you honestly hear what's coming out of your mouth? Listen to
You living there is completely separate from her agreement, so she has no say in it, regardless.
Exactly. I repeated the same thing to her time and time again. I said, listen to me. whatever the arrangement between me and my girlfriend is has nothing to do with you. You made an agreement with her to pay X amount of dollars and keep the common space clean. It's in the contract. Don't make me pull it up. You have not upheld your side of the bargain. She didn't even pay my girlfriend first and last. She paid her just first month. Up to now, my girlfriend hasn't gotten last from her. Okay? So first to comment, my girl could come at her for that, but she's decided to not because she just wants to be done with her. Okay? But there's that too. Okay? She's not keeping the pace clean. Okay? And she's disrespected my girl and now me on multiple occasions. And that is not going to fly. But yeah, so she was just flew off the handle for literally, like, her and I went back and forth for 10 minutes, bro. Like, I can't make it up. And and my whole point to her was, you sign an agreement, you're not upholding the agreement. That is it. I have nothing to do with anything. It doesn't matter if I'm here or not here. These dishes are yours that you have used. Makes no difference whether I'm here or not. I could be here every single day, and it still makes no difference. In terms of the agreement that you made with my girlfriend. That is what we're talking about here. And the only reason I'm talking to you about it is because my girl is afraid that you're gonna freaking lose your ish and start swinging. And it gets worse, but I will let you say what you was gonna say.
So in cases like this, always have a camera ready to record.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Yeah, that's facts.
And two, if your girlfriend's the landlord on the contract,
Yeah.
and your tenant is the tenant, right?
Yeah.
The landlord can't have the tenant blocked on anything, just in case it blows back, right?
Fair enough.
So have
I don't
your
believe
girl
they-
unblock her, so that if the tenant is the one that's blocking the landlord on the contract,
Yeah.
it falls on her shoulders, not the landlord's. You know what I mean?
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean.
If the landlord's gonna contact the tenant, they're gonna have receipts of that.
Yeah.
And if she can't, there's a trail for it
Yeah.
showing the tenant has the landlord blocked, right?
Gotcha.
For whatever may come
Yeah, I
about.
know what you mean. No, okay, that's a good point. I never thought about that. Now, as far as I understand, she hasn't blocked her number. It's just like the social media stuff, which I don't think that's mandatory to have each other on, because that's just outside of it.
Yeah.
Right. So, but the phone number, I'm pretty sure that they didn't block each other there, because it's like important stuff. They need to have contact, right?
Well, anywhere
But
they've contacted each other about the rental agreement or whatever for whatever,
right?
It's better to not have it blocked.
Yeah, no, that's fair. And she does have screenshots of all the conversations between her and like herself and the tenant, as proof and things like that. But yeah, I will mention that to her just because that's a good point actually.
And if
the
your
being
girlfriend
toxic,
does approach her, have her phone, tell her to set up her phone to record before she confronts the tenant, right?
Yeah.
So then if something does happen, it's caught, it's being recorded.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
It doesn't even have to be like on camera. You can basically have set it to record the voices.
Yeah, just like a voice recording. Right? Yep. Yep. That's all that's needed. Because the thing is, you probably don't want to bring a phone out to a fight or to a conversation, because then it instantly goes from a conversation to an escalated situation. Like, there's no way around that. But yeah, and I mean, I just kind of wish I had recorded myself today as well. But I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, and then so yeah, like, we got into it or whatever, and then here's where it got real interesting. She started threatening me. She was saying she was gonna hit me, she was gonna swing at me, she was gonna kick me, she was gonna do whatever. And I'm like,
tell her to do it.
Literally, that's exactly what I said. I said, so that's how you want to play? Because she went in her room and slammed the door, and then was saying that. So I said, okay. So you want to understand? You want to know what equal rights, equal fights means? Okay.
Don't catch
Okay,
it
I
that
got you.
fast.
Don't catch out that fast, bro. Don't catch out that fast. I literally, because I was calm up until that point. Like I was a little upset because I couldn't believe what I was hearing, but then I was like, it's fine. Like this isn't even really about me. This girl is just crazy and projecting. But you know what? I'm here. I'm chilling. And then she said that. She said, you know what, man? Just keep talking. Whatever. I'm come and punch you in the face and and knock you out or whatever. And I was like, bet. Open up. Let's go. I'm chilling right here on the couch. You want to come swing? Come swing at me. Let's go. Come on. And she didn't do nothing. She just sat in her room in silence for like 2 minutes. Then came back out and started yelling again, talking about dishes and this and that or whatever. And what I've noticed is, and my girl noticed this a while back too. This woman, she's not even a woman because a woman is mature. This girl, okay,
This
child, right? This child is a vindictive, aggressive, disrespectful, and most importantly, a bully. And she's a classic example of it because she will kick and scream when things don't go on her way, bully you into trying to change things, because that's what she tried to do to my girl. Bully her into changing and agreements and this and that, whatever, saying you're a piece of crap and whatever. And then also go as far as threatening you. And what have they always taught you in school? To stand up to a bully, to challenge them. And 9 times out of 10, what happens to the bully? They back off because you've now called their bluff. And that's exactly
unless they're a school shooter.
Well, okay. That's well
I
yeah,
digress.
that's the end of the
Keep going.
podcast. Yeah, America's a whole
America who?
literally America's a whole different story. I don't deal with any of that, man. But yeah. So I said, look, you want to come hit me? Come hit me. It's not gonna end well for you. It's not gonna end well for you. I didn't threaten her. I didn't say I'm gonna punch you. I didn't say I'm gonna kick you. I didn't say I'm gonna tie you. All I said to her was, you trying to come after me is not gonna end well for you. That's all I said. And she didn't challenge me anymore. That was it. And she lowered her tone real quick. But this girl was so upset and so pressed, and was having such a psychotic break. This girl was foaming from the mouth, Ivan, or how's it go? Foaming from the mouth because she was so mad, like seething. All over what? Over what? Some dishes that you should have just done to begin with.
Which takes like fucking 5 minutes to do. Like,
Literally.
turn
Literally.
the tap to hot water, grab a soap,
5
and
seconds.
then scrub that shit. 5 minutes, you're done.
Yeah. And the problem is this: she has bare people over that use the dishes, right? And then they leave without washing their own dishes, and then she's left with them. Hello, common sense says, if you got people coming over and they're using your dishes, tell them to help you clean it before they leave, so that
Or
way
find better
you don't get
company
stuck doing
because
it.
they learn to do that themselves.
Or-
They don't need to be asked.
Exactly. Or don't invite companies that don't know how to clean up after the goddamn selves. Simple. It's as simple as that. We threw a party the other day for my girlfriend's party. My girlfriend's birthday, and the entire place was cleaned within 5 minutes because people decided to actually help. And even if that wasn't the case, it still wasn't that crazy of a mess because we made sure we were cleaning up here and there during the party. But no, when this girl has a party, she just has stuff all over the place all the time. Bottles here, cans there, this, that, or whatever. Mash up the whole freaking stove, the whole kitchen, everything in a mess. And then it remains that way for the next 2, 3, 4 days. Now tell me, is that fair? Is that right? Especially when you signed an agreement that says to keep the common area clean. Does that make sense to you?
Nope.
Because that doesn't make sense to me. That makes no sense to me. You cannot tell me that you're gonna sign an agreement about keeping your house clean and then get pressed when you get called out for not keeping it clean. Come on now. Who's gonna keep you accountable if not the people that live there? I don't even live there and I'm doing it because my girl is tired of telling you and having you just freaking blow up on her about things that's your fault clearly. Come on now. Isn't that embarrassing?
If she leaves dishes like that, I wonder what her room looks like, bro.
It's bad. It's a pig pen, and that's the most respectful way I can put it. It is a pig pen, a pigsty.
Oh, she's nutty, eh?
Oh, she's nutty. And my girl just had a viewing today, for like having, because she's interviewing new tenants, potential tenants, and my girl was like, I'm terrified. I'm sick to my stomach because they're gonna come in, see her room, and be like, nope. Now, luckily, the girl that she brought in is actually a girl from dance. That's a friend of hers from dance. So she has some rapport, and also she knows that the girl is not a psychotic, crazy person like this other girl is, which she, by the way, sensed prior, but still wanted to try just in case. And obviously, she's regretting that, and you know, she's learned her lesson. So now she's doing the vetting process. Well, I could tell
when I met her. You know, I just didn't.
Did you meet her? Oh, right, at Veld.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
Veld was a whole different ass story, bro.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. I do remember that too. Yeah, that's the same girl. Yeah, that's right. And I knew from time ago too, because I mean, Girly and I got into it actually. Not the girl that's having issue. That's the issue. But my girl, right, and I, you know, we got into it a while back, and I basically said, look, this girl's bad news, and she's doing some things that I don't like, and that you've said you don't like. So why? What's the purpose of you being friends with her? And she's like, da da da. And now she's fully on board with not dealing with her at all, because this girl's not a person you want to hang around with, and she's toxic as hell. She's the toxic vial of toxicity, to put it frank. Okay. So yeah, as you said, you and I have known for a while that this girl is not gonna work out. But c'est la vie. Things happen. You learn sometimes the hard way, and you move on. But one last thing, you know what makes this whole situation hilarious to me? Yesterday, last night, or sorry, during the day yesterday, because she doesn't want to talk to my girlfriend anymore, and my girlfriend has already told her, no, I'm not helping you with anything anymore because you're a disrespectful piece of crap. She texted me, because her and I were still in good standing at that point. Not good standing. I had zero respect for her because of what she did to my girlfriend, but I still was able to keep a conversation with her and keep it civil. Until now, anyways. So she texted me yesterday during the day. She's like, hey, are you going to be at your apartment tomorrow? Or sorry, today. And I said, yeah, later tonight, like at 9, because I finish work at 8:15. But yeah, I'll be there. And she goes, okay. And of course, I screenshot this and I sent it to my girl, and I'm like, look, what is this girl about to do right now? And she's like, oh God, my stomach is dropped. What does she want? And you know, the girl in question, the problem, right, said, is there any way you can take my dog for a walk? I have left her there, forgot to take her to my parents, and she needs to go out and pee. Now, let me tell you something, Ivan. House of O, I should say. I love animals, and I think that when in certain situations, in dire situations, the animal always comes first. Life in general always comes first. Okay? But let me tell you something. If this girl left her dog since 2 o'clock, it's now 6 or so when she's messaging me, and I'm not getting home till 9. You're trying to tell me that that's normal? You're just leaving your dog for 9 hours because you forgot to take your own dog to your own parents? Does that make sense to you?
She can't even do dishes, dog.
Literally irresponsible.
What does that say about her being a pet owner?
Exactly. She shouldn't be one. So, anyways, I agreed. I said, sure, no problem. Because out of the goodness of my heart, I believe the dog is worth a damn. This female is not. But I said, okay, fine. So I get home, about to walk the dog, and I'm like, okay, this dog is tiny. She's already been lost once in the past month, and this girl had a heart attack, like a whole breakdown, a whole stroke. They found her again at the pound or the Humane Society, and that was it. So I was like, I don't want to lose this dog. She's tiny. She's really fast. She's gonna get away from me potentially. So let me get the leash. So I text girlie in question. I'm like, hey, where's the leash for the dog? And she goes, shoot, I left it at my parents'. I'm like, bro, House of L. This girl wants me to walk her dog and doesn't even leave a stinking leash. So then after that, I was like, fine, whatever. So I took the dog out. Bro, I can't even make this up. This dog bolted out the apartment straight into the grass to pee and poo instantly. Like she been holding that. I'm like, you don't deserve this. You don't deserve such an irresponsible, disrespectful owner that clearly doesn't care about you. After the dog was lost, I told her, go and buy yourself an air tag and put it in a collar on the dog. What did she do? Not that. She literally did nothing. And I was like, all right, it's your dog. I hope she doesn't get lost again. For the dog's sake. But for you, I hope she runs away and never comes back to you. That's what I hope.
Facts.
So, yeah. So anyways, and okay, call me petty if you want, but I honestly think the dog would be better off in somebody else's hands.
Nah, I'm gonna call PETA.
That's exactly it. Call someone who can take the dog and put it into the care of somebody who cares about the dog. Because this is
Right?
nonsense. So yeah, this girl asked me to walk her dog for her yesterday because she was too irresponsible to do it herself. Didn't leave a leash. And then she wants to come and disrespect me with her nonsense the next day after I helped you and did you a favor because you were too irresponsible? And I called her out on it. I said, hey, you forget I walked your whole goddamn dog yesterday because you were too stupid and irresponsible to take care of your own dog? And that shut up quick. She's like, yeah, okay, thank you, I appreciate that. That was really kind of you. And then right after that proceeds to continue to insult me. I'm like, nah, this girl's psychotic. I'm like, this girl she's nuts. She's absolutely nuts, bro.
It's like a fucking skit.
It's literally a skit, bro. I'm like, you can't. It's like a sitcom, bro. You can't make it up, bro. It's a drama. Like,
Punch you in the
what
face.
is occurring?
Thank you for walking my dog.
Literally, I'm gonna kick you. Like what? What? Like what? Bro, when I tell you this girl makes the Joker look sane, it's not a joke, bro. Like, I've never seen someone foam at the mouth and seething with as much rage that she had today. I've seen some very upset people. I've seen some very angry people. Some are even in my own family. Some are in my close friends' family. I've seen rage. That right there was a psych ward visit. That's what that was. That was a go check your head out because you got several screws that are loose or missing. And I don't know if you were dropped as a kid or what. But apparently my girlfriend said that her dad is a raging alcoholic and very, very abusive and all that. So that has almost everything probably to do with how she was brought up and how she is now. So, but like, I was like, babe, you need nothing to do with this female at all when she's out of here. That's it. Cut all ties. Don't even, just pretend she doesn't even exist. She's not even on this plane of existence. So, that's what happened today. That
Well,
was
yeah,
that was
that's
wild.
crazy, bro.
That was crazy, man. I was in between two meetings. I had two meetings. I had one in the morning, and then in between that, that's when I went to go make myself something, and there was no space. And I said enough's enough. And I told my girl, I was like, I'm gonna talk to her. Then that happened, and then I jumped right back into my second meeting, and I was like, I'm chilling, cause all I know is I didn't do nothing wrong. That girl's psychotic, and she's gone in 2 weeks. Simple. But yeah, she's nuts. She's absolutely nuts. And she shut up real quick after I threatened to call the cops on her. I said, keep threatening me and see if I don't call the cops. But she stopped real quick. But my concern is my girl being there alone. She's terrified of being there alone. She's coming over just between you and I. She's gonna be here in any minute now. Because I told her I don't want you in that house with her. Because who knows what that girl's gonna try. Right?
Fact.
And my girl's is a decent amount smaller than the other psychotic person.
Psychoto.
Right? Psychoto. Yeah, that too. Psychotic.
Potato, potato.
Exactly. Oh, dead.
Defas, dofas.
Defas. So, anyways, we're planning on going to the police station tomorrow, probably, to report what's going on, because my girl said I just don't feel safe, and I need to at least document everything that's happening, just in case anything happens. And also, she's been taking pictures and videos of the whole apartment and the state of it, just in case that crazy person decides to break or take anything. And I was like, yep, that's the perfect move.
I'll tell you now, the cops won't do much until
No, of course.
something
Until an actual
physical
something happened. Yeah, of course. And my girl fully
They'll
understands.
just give you advice to
like
probably
mitigate.
come over and give her a warning, right?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
But that's it.
Yep, that's pretty much it. Yeah. So, and that's it shouldn't even go further than that, because if the cops pull up on girlie, she's done. She's probably gonna just stop all the nonsense. But who knows? Because she's.
I doubt it.
I doubt it. Yeah. She'll probably just tone it down a little, but here and there still snap.
Barely.
Literally. The craziest thing is she'll literally. Oh, this is the funniest thing. So after we had the conversation, the argument about the dishes and everything like that, girlie came home for lunch, right? And I was in the room with her, and we were talking, and I cannot make this up. This is like 15 minutes after the argument with me and girlie. She starts doing the dishes. She literally did the dishes. She left a few, but she did most. I was like,
How are you gonna do most and leave some left? What the fuck?
She's a bot, bro. It is what it is.
You're already doing it.
Yeah, you might as well. Maybe she had to go to work. It is what it is. But at least she tried. She cleaned up about 80% of it. But it was like, yo, you're gonna complain and scream and kick and whine about how I'm in the wrong and you're in the right. And then like 5 minutes later, you're gonna go and just do the thing that we argued about because you know you're wrong? Bro, what was the point of the freaking argument in the first place? Like, you just proved to me that you're wrong. Like, what? If you really thought, like, how does it work? If you have an issue with something, you're boycotting something, or you want to go on strike, right? Like a lot of people do. You don't do the thing that you're striking against. No? So the only reason that you go back and do the thing that you're striking against is if you believe that you're in the wrong. No? Or am I tripping?
Just wait a week. The 20% left is gonna be done, yo.
Bruh, I don't know, man. But all I know is she got 2 weeks left, and after that 2 weeks, hopefully it's just smooth sailing. That's it. That's all.
God, the state of that room when she moves out. Good
Nuts.
luck.
Nuts.
I'm gonna hire fucking professional cleaners for that shit, dog.
Literally professional cleaner, bro. Like, and she'll leave it a mess on purpose too. Like, she's not gonna clean up anything. She's gonna do it for spite, just like she left the kitchen counters for like that, just for spite. Cause that's just the way she is. She's a disrespectful, vindictive person. That's it.
Take her ass to Judge Judy, yo.
Yeah, facts. Shoot, man. Anyways, man. So that's pretty much it. That was the story that I wanted to tell you, just because that was crazy. And also to even get a little bit of advice, which you did give me, so I'll relay that to Girly. But
Well, on the
yeah.
lines of that story, it's actually kind of one of my pet peeves. Is that
Yeah.
people who aren't self-aware
Yep.
or lack
Exactly.
awareness
Mm.
in a general aspect,
Yeah.
like
Exactly.
how do you go about life
Yep.
being so clueless?
Clueless. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like,
And
oh, that
ignorance.
shit grinds my gears.
Yep. It really does. Because it's one thing if like because you don't know what you don't know, right? If you don't know that you have an issue, and nobody has told you that you have an issue, okay, well you're probably not gonna know you have an issue,
Uh,
right? But if there are multiple people now that have come and said, okay, there are problems with the way you're handling things, because as far as I understand, also her family has to deal with this and has told her many times that she doesn't handle things properly, and she's basically crazy. So if so many people are telling you this, I'm no expert, but it probably means you have a problem that you have to fix. So
facts. Fire for
I
that.
fire for that. So I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know what to tell you, but
Like
like I
being
said,
like clueless and unself-aware is fine when you're still a
yeah,
kid, but she
yeah.
a
But you're
grown ass
grown ass
adult, bro.
adult, bro.
Grown
Bro.
ass woman
Like, what
out
are
here
you
not doing
doing?
dishes.
Literally, bro. And
If
and
you
and
can't
it's
take
more
care of
than just
yourself,
that
how are
too.
you taking care of a dog, though, bro? Oh,
Literally, bro. And this girl complaining about bear stuff that made no goddamn sense. She complaining about the cat's litter or whatever. Like, hello, you knew about the cats for years, and you've come to the house for years. You know exactly where the cat litter is. It's been in the same spot for years. What's your problem? If you didn't like it, you shouldn't have moved in. She also requested that my girl move her food for the cats into her personal room instead of in the hallway where it always was, because her dog wasn't trained enough to not eat out of it. She requested that of my girlfriend, and my girlfriend abided.
she can request all she wants. The landlord doesn't have to comply.
Exactly. Simple. Simple as that. So, I don't know, man. I don't know where she's coming from. I don't know what entitlement this girl got going on, but
It's
she
called
needs.
white privilege.
Bro, this girl need major life realignment. And then the bum thing, real quick, and then I'll wrap up. She called me a bum. She called me a bum and said I don't do anything. And she asked me what I do all day. And she asked if I. She said you don't work, you don't do anything. You just come and lounge around and da 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 da. Bro, I laughed so hard. I laughed so hard.
If you're a bum, why hasn't she paid last month's?
Ta da! Case closed. End of story. I say, yo, you want to talk to me about bum? You wanna know how much I do? Okay, I'll try this on for size. How about the fact that I work a full time job from Sunday to Thursday, and I also run 3 businesses. Plus, I have a social life. Plus, I go to dance. Plus, I still spend time with my girlfriend and do all the things that she wants to do. Plus, I'm here dealing with your bull crap. Yeah, yeah. How's that for size? Yeah, she shut up real quick too. At that, and talk to me about I'm a bum.
Yo,
If
you
you
should be
know
like,
the stuff that I'm working on right now to better myself and my family, and my loved ones, you could talk to me about how I'm a bum. What have you done? You go to work all day, come home, smoke weed for 3 hours, go to sleep, get up in the morning, do literally nothing, and then go to work, rinse and repeat. Have friends over all the time, mess up the house, literally don't do anything, and then complain about everything. Don't even take care of your own dog.
bro,
Don't
she
even
can't
pay
even take
rent
care of
on
her own
time,
dishes, let alone her dog.
let alone. And you want to talk to me about being a bum? Oh, okay, yeah, all right. Crazy, crazy, man. There's some
Bro, you
people,
should be
man. The
like,
nerve of some people.
if you touch me, I'm gonna slap you and you're gonna drop common loot.
Man said Luke. Oh, Not the DC. Oh. Oh, dead. Bro, I can't. Oh, I can't. Oh, man.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. I'm gonna use that actually from now on, bro. I'm stealing that.
Hey, no biting.
Hey, man. I'll bite all I want.
You're a bum, bro.
Hey, wow, that's crazy. That's how you're feeling? Oh, that's nuts.
Two twos.
Two twos. Anyways, man, that's pretty much it for me. I just wanted to rant about that because bitches is crazy, for lack of a better term or way of putting it. So that's it. I'm done out of here. I'm gonna just go and reflect on how to deal with this girl going forwards for, like, you know, from now on, because it's just nuts. We're just basically gonna avoid the house for the next 2 weeks, and that's pretty much
Well,
it. So,
just have your phone ready, you know.
yeah, exactly. That's it, man. So, anyways, man. Yeah, that's it from me, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning into the Botcast. I know it was a wild one today, but you know, I just had to get that off the chest. And I mean, that's what these are all about, you know. Just talking with House of L, you know, us talking to each other, and then also bringing you guys into it and just seeing what your opinions are. And by all means, if there's any information, by the ways, y'all, that you guys think is very important for us to know about this whole case, this whole situation, or if there's even things that you think are wrong about what we're doing, like, definitely reach out to us and let us know, like, hey, I think this should be done differently, or whatever. We're open to all, you know, constructive criticism or any tips or anything like that. And so is my girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not ignorant, we're not disrespectful. We understand that maybe we don't have the full picture and everything. So leave anything down in the comments that you think you know, might help us, whatever, that we need to change or do better or differently. And also, if you guys have had similar situations,
Yeah, literally. Tell us.
like, if
We'll read the
literally,
comments and we'll get back to you.
yeah, throw it
Have
in
you
the
met a wild
comments.
child? Let us know.
Okay, I'm dead. Oh, I'm dead. But anyways, yeah, let us know in the comments, and you know, and we'll read that stuff, you know, and because I'm sure other people have gone through similar situations like this too. So we want y'all to talk to us. This is not just about us talking to y'all. This is about y'all talking to us too, right? So, but yeah, that's it, y'all. This has been your boy bl00d5h0ck and your co-host
House of L.
Yes, sir. And this has been the podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
Later.
Fuck you. Respectfully, for your assertion, I will make it off the melodies. Fuck you. And everything that you desire from me, I can set on fire to these people you will lie in a big rich town where misfits loud. It's simple validation on your wish list now, man. Fuck you. Respectfully, hit